there are two ways to set up your diary users. And the first way is to go to the Appointments Book screen, click on Schedule at the bottom, then choose Functions, Setup and Diary Users. Here you get a list of the existing diary users that you might have created, or you can go to the bottom and click Insert. So if we insert, we'll create a diary ID called Emma. We'll display in the diary screen her name as well, and we say she's female. Now we specify the sex because Crosscare has a function that will allow you to go and search for the first available appointments for just female doctors or just male doctors, things like that. People sometimes have a preference, and so that is catered for. So simply choose OK, and that creates the diary user. We can create another one, so we can create one called Tim. And we can say he's male, and we can add them like that. So we could also add clinics. Diary users don't have to be people, they can be the names of clinics. So I could create a diary ID called Rehab and call it our Rehab Clinic and hit OK. So I can create all sorts of different diary users. Now, if you add them this way, you have to go to the user screen and then associate them with actual people. So we go to Setup, go to Options, People, Users, and we could choose a user called Emma. And if we go to Preferences and then General, we specify that when Emma logs in, she looks at the diary ID called Emma. We can also at this point specify her initial view of the diary. So she could either see the day sheet where she sees all doctors, all clinicians on one page, single person, i.e. just her own appointments, a weekly view, so a weekly calendar, or a monthly planner. Most people would normally go and look at the day sheet, so we'll choose that. If we save that, we come back to there. Again, we can then choose Tim and associate his diary name with him and choose the day sheet too. If, for example, Kirsty runs the rehab clinic, then I could choose Kirsty's username, go to Preferences, General, and choose the rehab clinic for Kirsty. So when she logs in, it assumes she's running the rehab clinic and it picks up all the diaries for that. One thing you can also do within Crosscare, when you choose a diary name, against a user, you can also choose a question mark. So you can give a user a diary ID of a question mark, and then it will ask them when they log in which diary they want to look at. So if you have nurses who run the rehab clinic and also run a cosmetic treatment clinic, you could have the system ask them when they log in, and they can choose which diary at that time they want to look at and associate with. Gives you some flexibility. So they're the two places where you can build and set up your diary users.